everybody, welcome to Simply Living Tiny. I hope that you all are doing well today. And today we are going to be working on arts and crafts. And so I had talked to you about a couple of videos back that I was going to be putting out some stuff to help get rid of like the wasp and the yellowjackets and hornets, and so we're going to be putting that together today. And I never made it up before, so I thought we will make it up together. And so the information that I'm going to be sharing today I got from two resources on YouTube, and I'll put a link to their video in the description if you want to go and check it out. These are just resources that I have found on YouTube that I'm sharing with you today. And so one of them is from, got my notes here, one of them is from Arrow Pest Service, and so I'm going to show you a lot of things that he shared in a video that he did. And then another one is from Zen Garden Oasis, and so like the lure trap that we're going to be making with our 2-liter bottle, I got that information from him, and some other things I'm going to show you today I got from Arrow Pest Service. So I hope that you find this information helpful, and if you try it, then leave a comment. Let us know what your experience is. So what we're going to be mixing up today, it is safe for bees, so it shouldn't harm the bees at all. And you know, that's what they both of these have claimed, that they don't hurt the bees at all. You're mainly wanting to attract like your yellowjackets, your wasps, and your hornets. And so what they do, these is called a lure trap. And so what it's going to do is just attract those three, and then they will take like your concoction that you're going to make up. They'll take it back to like their colony, and it's supposed to collapse the colony. And so that's what we're going to be working on today. And so one of the main ingredients that we're going to be using, and I got this on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description. It's pure granular boric acid, 99.9% purity. And so we're going to be putting that in this, and this is what they're going to be taking back, like it's poison to them, going to take it back to their colony, and then it will just collapse their colony. And so before we do that, I wanted to show you something really quick that I've been working on. I'm not done with it. I'm slowly getting it together as I have time. And not to sound like morbid or anything, but I wanted to share it with you. It just got me thinking back last year whenever I started having some health problems. Like what if something happened to me, my family wouldn't know really where to find like my information. And so it just got me like, if I'm not able to share that information with them. So information like my bank account, savings account, passwords, like you have passwords for everything, passwords for like your computers, your laptops, your cell phone, your banking account, you know, your streaming services, who your cellular service is with. And so I thought I need to, you know, start putting that information together. That way it would be easy, like whoever's left behind after I'm gone, it'd be easy for them to find this information. So I just wanted to share some things that I have done. Now, I've been doing this for a couple of years. This is a password book, and so it's in alphabetical order. And so like my login and my passwords are all in this book. And then I found this on Amazon. It's called When I'm Gone, My Final Wishes Planner. And so I can put a link to this in the description too. And so it's got a lot of great information. It's just like you're just putting everything down so your family would know like where to go and find stuff. And it even has things in here like people to contact. You know, like your family's not going to know who all your friends are. If you have a job, who to contact at your job. And so it's good to like put that information down. So like important contacts includes like your doctors that you need to contact, your bank, certain, you know, relatives that you need to contact. And then you also have like here, device login information. I just put at the top here, the blue book is in my desk and it has all my password information instead of like going and filling all of that out, because I have everything in here. And like your different accounts, and then you have places like your car insurance or your house insurance. You know, I have insurance here on the tiny house, and what I thought I would do is, you know, you have like life insurance if you have life insurance on your children or other relatives, a spouse. I thought I would just like paper clip that information onto this page so it'd be easy access. So that's kind of where I'm at in the process, is I have all this information. I just want to get it like all transferred to this book. And like your, you know, your car insurance, if you have a will, you have a place in here like who to contact for your will. I don't have a will, but at the beginning of the book, it does give you a place like before you read this journal. Like if you have like specific things, like you have specific directions that you want your loved ones to know, you have a place in this book to document that. And let's see, like your credit cards, all your bank accounts, your life insurance, retirement accounts, outstanding loans. So if you have like loans, like this tiny house, I'm still paying on the mortgage for it. And so it's just got like safe deposit boxes, the current bills. So here's a page where you can put like what your current bills are, because they'll need to contact all of those people and like cancel your account. And so it's really good. You have a place in here for like your property, if you have any property, which I don't have any property. Vehicle information, and then like end of life wishes, and you have like wishes for my children, your spouse or significant other. And I just thought this was a really cool book. And then at the end you have like if you want to write like a letter to somebody, you have a place to do that too. So again, not trying to sound morbid, but it is something to think about, because we are all going to face it at some point in our life. And making it easy for your loved ones to be able to have access to all your information. Because I don't know about you, but me personally, I don't sit around and talk about who I have my car insurance with, or what I have in my retirement fund and who that's with. You know, I don't really share. It's not really something I think about sharing. So this way you can like put everything down on paper, and then make it easy for your loved ones to find that information if something happens to you. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you haven't ever thought about it, maybe you've already thought about it and you've already got it all laid out for your loved ones, and a really nice package for them, because it's hard. It is very hard whenever you lose your loved one, and it just added stress to them if they don't know where to find your information. And so this will make it a lot easier on them when you're not here to tell them about where your information is. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you find that helpful. So I got my notes here. And so the first thing we're going to do, I got 2-liter bottles. And so I already drew, it said to do like a 1/2-inch strip. And then to make it about 6 inches long, and do it on both sides of the bottle. And so I got 3 bottles here. It's recommended to do it like on put it around like the 4 corners of your property. and to refresh like this concoction that you're going to be mixing up, refresh that once a week to get like the best results. So let's go ahead and cut the slits in these bottles. I know I got a hot mess over here, but we're going to be going through and talking about all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the bottle. We're going to do that first. Put you some gloves on to protect your hands and your fingers. I found the knife works better than using that blade. And so just going to do like a template here, because I'm going to do 3 bottles. Although it is recommended to do like on 4 corners of the property. And so you're just going to do like a 1/2 inch strip, and then you're going to make it about 6 inches long. And you're going to do that on both sides of the bottle. And then making it so small, it's big enough for like the wasp and the hornets and all of that to get in there. But like your birds won't be able to get in it, or squirrels. That's not very pretty, but it'll serve its purpose. There's the slit right there. What are you doing, little boy? What are you doing? Buddy. Hey, what are you doing? Buddy loves looking outside. Okay, so we got all the slits cut in the bottles, and then you need to like do like another little slit at the bottom, because we're going to be adding stuff to this bottle, and that's going to make it a lot easier to add your things. So you already did it to, no, need to do it to this one. That way you'll have, it'll be easier like to add things to it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to slice some oranges. So you're going to take an orange, just cut it in half, and then you're going to slice like strips. Going to slice thin strips of an orange. And cut these in half. And then you're going to take the other half and you're just going to cut it in half, then get another orange and cut that in half. Now we're going to squeeze the juice from these oranges into this cup. I just got a measuring cup here. So the next thing we're going to do is add 1/2 tablespoon of sugar or honey. And so I got some honey here. So we're just going to add 1/2 tablespoon of honey to this. And the next thing we're going to add is some apple cider vinegar. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then 1 teaspoon of boric acid. So this is the boric acid, and it's 99.9% purity. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of boric acid. And we're just going to mix that up in here. Okay, now the next thing you're going to add is, it's recommended to get some wet cat food, to get like either chicken or beef, not to use like fish type flavor like salmon or tuna or anything like that. Use chicken or beef cat food. And so you're going to get like a tablespoon of that, because this protein, it helps attract. So get that mixed up in there. And so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to pour this in here. Then we're going to add our orange slices that we cut up. We're going to put that in here. Just get like the oranges all mixed up with this concoction here. I'm going to add a little bit more cat food, because we really want them to be attracted to this. Then the next thing we're going to do, we're just going to take, you can use like a stick outside. This right here is just like a paint mixer stick. So you want them to come in and have access to the liquid here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. You want them to be able to come in and then get them a drink. You don't want to drown them. You want them to get a drink and then come back out. And so you can also, this here is like a pie pan. If you want to try to help protect it when it rains. You can get a pie pan and then make a covering. So I just traced like the cap, and so make a top for it. You put that on top. Then I have some string. So we're going to tie some string around here, because you want to hang this where it's not in a common area. Like if you have like a picnic area or a grilling area or a place where people like to go and hang out, you don't really want to hang this in those areas. And then also you want to hang it to where, you know, it's not easy for like the squirrels and other animals to get in there. And so it's going to, and I'll show you where I hang these. So I'm just going to make another loop here, and it's ready to be hung. And so I'm going to do 3 of them, and so I'm going to make 2 more of these, and then I'll show you where I'm going to hang them outside. So I got all 3 bottles made up, and so we'll take those outside here in just a minute. So the next thing we're going to do is really simple. Now what I just showed you making these bottles up, I got that from the Zen Garden Oasis. And so the next thing we're going to do, I got this information from Arrow Pest Control, and it is much simpler process. So all you're going to use is like some apple juice. So I'm going to put like a cup of apple juice in here. And then what he did, he just took a bottle of apple juice like this, and he put like, I think it was 2 tablespoons, he said, of the boric acid. And so I'm just going to do like a cup and split it between 2 cans. And put the boric acid in here. It's just apple juice. Then I'm going to use a tablespoon of the boric acid and put that in here. And with this one, you're going to make sure, like they said, it won't harm your pets. It won't kill your pets, but it can cause like GI upset the stomach. But it's not fatal. And I guess the apple juice, it will, you know, it attracts like the yellowjackets, the wasps, the hornets, the smell of the apple juice. And so you're going to try to put these up somewhere where like animals won't get to it. So this is pretty simple. You can like set it up high somewhere where animals won't get to it. And then you already have like your small opening. So I'm just getting this mixed up. Okay. So now we're just going to pour like half of this into a can. So you can see like the boric acid is settling down at the bottom. And then you're just going to take a stick, just a stick from the yard, and you're going to stick it in the can like that, because you want the wasp to be able to crawl down that stick, get a drink, and then take it back to their nest. So we're trying to collapse their nest is what we're wanting to do, for them to come and taste this little treat and take it back home and collapse the colony. So I'm going to just pour the rest in here. See, the boric acid, it doesn't dissolve great. Try to get some of that in here. So on Arrow Pest Control, he just took it like a bottle of apple juice, put some boric acid in it, and just shook it up. And so if you're making like a lot of these, that would be an easy thing to do too. And so that is pretty simple, doing it like that. All right, now let's go and find places to set these up at. One place I'm going to set this up is right here. It's just like a shepherd's hook, so I got it hanging right here. I know this building right here, this storage building, wasps were really bad about building nests here, so this is one of the reasons why I decided to put it here. And plus, we don't like this area. It's not a common area, and so you're not going to have a whole lot of traffic in this area. So got one hanging here. This next one I'm going to hang back here. Hang it up a little bit higher. And I may have forgot to tell you that this can collapse colonies up to a mile away. Maybe it'll work here too. Remember, he recommended to put it like on the 4 corners of your property. And so I'm just setting up 3 today, and I may add some later on. The next one I'm going to add right here, he recommends freshening up that liquid like once a week. All right, I'm going to put this soda can up here. Maybe put it right here. The other soda can, I just got it wedged in between my propane tanks and my mini split, and so hopefully it won't blow away. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you, if you have, this was shared in the Arrow Pest Service YouTube channel. If you have wasps that have built nests like in electrical places, you don't need to be spraying like raid and things like that in those areas, because it can cause possibly electric shock. And so with this one, you can use it for like your electrical places, like if they build nests up in lots, if you have shops and things like that and you have the big lots, then they may build nests up in places like this. And this is called PT Wasp Freeze 2. And so I picked this up. So this is good for wasp and hornets, yellowjackets and bees, spiders, even like black widows and brown recluse. And so he demonstrated this in a video. He was out at someone's house. They had like a wasp problem like in their shop area. A wasp had built nests like around their lot area. So he used this to get rid of the wasp and the nest. And it was amazing because it shot pretty far away. And I mean, literally, they were just like, they just dropped dead. I know a lot of times when I use things like raid and stuff like that, it aggravates them and it makes them like fly and maybe possibly attack you. But this, it just kind of stopped them in their tracks. So I thought that was really cool. It's a little bit pricey. Let's see the ounces. It's 14 ounces. And so it came with some gloves. So whenever you use this, you want to make sure you have gloves on because it is a chemical. So and I'll put the link. I found that on Amazon too. I'll put the link in the description. And then the next thing I want to share with you, this is called Delta Dust, and it is waterproof. And you take like a cobweb duster. That's what we're going to do next. You take a cobweb duster and you like go around like the eaves of your house, around your front door, and it's supposed to keep those pests away. I was reading on this, and it's not just for like wasp and hornets and things like that. It says provides quick control of ants, bees, cockroaches, fleas, silverfish, I don't even know what that is, ticks, lasts up to 8 months when left undisturbed. You can use it indoors and outdoors, and it's waterproof. Ants, bed bugs, wasp. And so what you do with this, and we're going to do this here in just a second, you just have like your cobweb duster, and this here is pretty cool. It's got extensions on it, and it can go like really tall. And so even taller than my tiny house. So you can get pretty far with this, and you get sprinkle it on here, and then you go around like the eaves of your house and your door and all of that. So I'll show you that. And it's called Delta Dust, and I got that on Amazon too. I'll leave links to all this in the description, so it'll be easy for you to find it. And then also want to share, anytime you do use an Amazon link in the description, that, and if you purchase anything, I do get like a small percentage of that sale. So I just want to let you know that. I'm going to do it here around the tiny house, and then also we're going to go and do it at Mom's house too. Right, buddy? Keep everybody safe. Yeah. I'm just going to squirt some on here, and then go around the house. You can see wasps like to build wet nests and stuff up in the eaves of my tiny house. So I'm going to use this Delta Dust and put it up in the eaves.
Top down, hear the sound of the breeze carrying us away. Dust in the rear view, free as a bird. This is our time, no matter what they say. Every mile behind only brought us here. Now the road is clear. Shotgun ride on my Friday night. Sunset fire burning in our eyes. Let's leave the past in the past and deal with it another day. All we got is this open road. No plans, just a cranked up radio. Ain't promising forever, ain't no end in sight. Girl, I'm loving the ride. You know I'm loving the ride. Oh yeah, loving the ride. Can't you feel this is real, you and me? Nothing in our way. Baby, we weren't born to run. Take them back road, let's make a great escape. 'Cause this life moves fast.
So while I'm out here, I thought I'd show you the garden bed. It's doing really good. Here's where I put all of the strawberries. I got 2 rows of strawberries, and then I planted some watermelon and some cantaloupe in this bed, and they're doing really good. Got some flowers here on the strawberries. And then here's the 3 bell pepper plants. And then the basil is looking kind of puny, but it's not dead. So hopefully they keep on keeping on. And this is one of the cucumbers. I planted 3. 2 of them have died already, but their roots didn't really look that good when I put them in. So I still got cucumber seeds, so I'll replant those 2 that I lost. And then those are tomatoes. And then I'm leaving space right here because I ordered some white sweet potatoes. And I'm waiting for those to come in. And when they come in, I'm going to put them like over in this section here. So far it's looking really good. I guess I need a water today. The dirt feels a little bit dry, even though we got, it rained off and on most of the day yesterday. So I'll water today and give them a drink. All the flowers are still looking really good. This garden bed is just coming to life. So pretty, all the different colors. There's one of the blackberry bushes. And then the other one is doing just as well. It's looking really good. This here is Mom's wisteria bush. It has really taken off. Well, I hope that you enjoy this video. And if you try some of these things, leave a comment and let us know how it's working for you. And I'll keep you updated if I notice like any decrease in like the wasp and the yellow jackets and hornets. I'll let you know if I notice a decrease in that. We always have such a big problem with them every year. And hopefully all the things that we did today, hopefully to make a difference. And we can be more safe being outside and not risk being stung. And so if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss a notification. Don't forget to hype and share the video. So don't forget those things. They're all important. It helps the channel grow. And it's free. It's free to do all those things. And I hope that you go out and you make it a great day. God bless. You be safe. And we'll see you on the next one. Say bye-bye. We'll see you on the next one. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time.
We can't stop time, so put your hand in mine. Shotgun ride on my Friday night, sunset